sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers under the lights on Monday night.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, Martin, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their new quarterback, first-year signal caller out of South Carolina.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now, throwing is Rattler. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To the air is Rattler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On fourth down, the Saints turn to their new man, Matthew Hayball, to punt. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Yeah, call it 30, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential, and he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Back has a nice run. He taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. It's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Well, that's one way to
keep this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. On play action. Love to throw. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 19 yards away. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here's Rattler. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now Rattler. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints passing game.
They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. Rattler wants to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Rattler. Complete. It's Johnson. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now Love. And that is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short. On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with.
But they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
To the air once more is Rattler. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Love now. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs in the final seconds of the first half. A heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's another zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packers offense and Romeo Doubs getting ready to go back to work. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead.
Going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And it's a fumble. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along.
Avoids the turnover. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, and they did.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by McManus is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting
insane because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
From the gun, here's Rattler. And this throw incomplete. Trips this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete to Dobbs. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down.
At all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. To the air again, Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw now. Here's Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. Keep running it at them. We've got them now.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Down to the 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead, and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now he's got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard.
Now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They're down big.
Huge. And someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Rattler working out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here, finally, the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.